In today's episode, we're going to go over some of the craziest and strangest videos I found on TikTok. Let's get into it.
The American government actually almost tried to create its own religion. Have you ever heard of the Atomic Priesthood? In the 1980s, when they were building all these nuclear bombs, you know, at one of their heights, America had over 12,000 nuclear weapons. And they're like, what are we going to do with all this nuclear waste? There's only one option. We have to bury it in the ground. But their concern was if we start burying all this nuclear waste in the ground, they're going to dig up all this nuclear waste. So how can we prevent future generations to not dig up these spots where we have to bury all this nuclear waste in the ground? And so they came up with all kind of crazy ideas. But at the end, they realized you can't convince people with science. You can't convince people with warning signs. People are just going to be curious and rebel. They even came up with crazy ideas like building massive 30-foot sculptures with points. Well, maybe when they dig it up, they'll be afraid not to mess with it. But then they're like, no, they're just going to want to play with it even more. So what they said was the only thing that transcends time is a religion. So they came up with this idea. If we can create a religion with rituals and practices and myths and everything, future generations will try to figure out what this religion is talking about. And they may take it more serious because it's a religion. So then they came up with this idea to create these rituals surrounding these burial sites, and these people who would run these burial sites, they were called the Atomic Priesthood.
It'd be funny if that's what Stonehenge is. It's not actually that old. It's just the government planted it there. They made us believe that it goes back to a certain date or whatever. So that way nobody is allowed to touch it.
I would not be surprised if there's been plenty of religions created just to distract or alter people's perceptions on things. I will give this one credit though, at least this religion sounded really cool. Atomic Priesthood? That's a pretty awesome name. Sounds like it could be a metal band.
Y'all, I was just making my daughter a corn dog, and I happened to notice something white in the ketchup bottle. Literally, it was a full ketchup bottle, so I poured it out in the sink, and I want to show y'all what's in it. It literally, to me, looks like pills. I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to contact Heinz, and I'm also going to contact the Walmart that I purchased it from, but I want to show y'all what it looks like. All right, I poured most of it out in the sink, but here's one right here. Here's another one. They're all like the same color, shape, and size. What is that? So I picked one up and put it up here on the napkin, and I cut it up. And I can't smell anything but tomato, so I don't know. Like, what the heck is this? My daughter has been eating this ketchup. It is not expired. Like, I see some more chunks in it. Look, there's another one.
Safe drugs.
They look like beans. I would also feel very uncomfortable even consuming that ketchup. I would have to throw it away. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever used a product like that and have something in it that you just didn't know what it was? In this case, those definitely look like either beans or pills of some sort. If any of you have any clue of what that was, let me know in the comments.
They were accused multiple times for faking their videos, but they kept posting more and more proof. And a TikTok they've posted lately might have just proven for good that they weren't lying. This man was casually sitting on his chair playing some video game when his security camera caught something absolutely terrifying happening to his daughter. She peeked through the door and her face changed in this strange way. Pay attention to her height and face in the following clip.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
In this one, she was apparently chased by some creature, and it didn't end well.
Somebody's chasing me! Somebody's chasing me! Stop it! Stop it! He's coming after me! Please don't go out!
So after seeing this, her dad decided to go out and see what was out there, but he found nothing. That's why viewers called them out for faking these videos. But the next one they posted made many viewers rethink their opinion about them.
Yeah, go.
They decided to set up a trap for a shadow figure to prove their viewers wrong, and they caught on camera something absolutely terrifying.
We've been having this all day today, or I have. I've been here. We've got shadow figures peeking around this door today. So what we decided to do to prove that these are real, I've made Kaylee sit.
Thanks.
And she's going to grab the camera as soon as we see one. And I'm pretty sure, the screen's pretty hard to see from here, to be fair, but we've tried to push it back to get the best view. There's literally nowhere to go on a stairway. There's no,
it.
Yeah, you'd hear somebody running up the stairs. Don't cover the screen, because people say you've cut the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just try and grab it the best you can. Yeah, go. Quick.
Nothing. Nope. Nothing.
I have seen these people on TikTok a great number of times. I rarely use any of their clips because I'm almost certain though that it's fake, but a lot of people in the comments of these videos really do believe that it's real. So I added this in here because I would like your opinion. What do you guys think about this? And also, have you ever seen these videos before floating around? I'm sure you've watched other reactors react to these clips. So let me know if they're actually worth sticking around and watching. Well, that kinda unlocked a new fear in me. I would have never expected to see a snake bite a tomato. I love tomatoes, especially fresh picked ones out the garden. Now I have to worry about possibly rattlesnake bitten tomato poison. That also sounds like a metal band name. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and you haven't done so already, go ahead and give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. For everyone that's currently watching and or subscribed, thank you so much for watching and thank you for being subscribed. I would also like to give a special shout out to all of my current active members that you see on the screen now. So thank you guys so much for being a member on my account. I cannot thank you enough for being an active member. And for anyone that's interested in becoming a member, it is 99 cents a month. And with that, it includes emojis of my face that you can use in the comments of my videos and or when I live stream. Also, when I upload a video, it normally is scheduled to come out at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but as a member, it just immediately becomes available for you to watch as soon as I upload it. So if any of that sounds of interest to you, I cannot thank you enough for supporting the channel in that way. So thank you so much for even considering it.
Have you ever seen face to face an alien being?
Yes, I have. Absolutely.
How old were you?
That was the event in 1973. So I was 18. I just turned 18.
Okay, so you're old enough to know the difference between right and wrong, between fantasy and reality.
Oh, yeah.
In the 70s.
I never do any drugs. This was not on LSD in the 70s.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask you. You're coming out of the 60s.
No.
LSD.
I never touched the
Woodstock
stuff.
Just took place. You're not on any magic mushrooms or anything at the time.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you describe?
Actually, this ET I'm talking about is probably about 4 to 5 feet tall. I didn't know what the heck was going on. And I was up on this mountain in outside Boone, North Carolina, up in the mountains. And this, at first I thought it was a deer on its hind legs looking at me. And because it had deer-like eyes. And it came over and touched my right shoulder so firmly I could see the indentation. And with that, there was an electromagnetic field. All my hair stood on. It's when I had hair. And all my hair stood on end. And it was this amazing event that happened with this being. So, you know, it was not at all frightening to me. It was beautiful.
I always have really mixed feelings about this individual. A lot of people say that this guy is the real deal when it comes to whistleblowing and or having extraterrestrial knowledge. Let me know in the comments of what you guys think about Dr. Greer. It really has to be a sucky situation in a way to be in that position, you know, someone that has actual information. But if it was me, if I had the actual information, I would hope to believe that I would have the evidence to back it up, that I could actually show you the evidence without all these just claims, you know?
Wait a minute. You're telling me that Ellen left the United States and went to the UK, right? You're never gonna guess what comes next. There she is. She honestly looks like she's hiding, does she not? Anyways, fled the United States for who knows what reason, and then her mansion floods in the UK? The one that she just went to? This story is writing itself.
It's a plane. It's a plane with lights. No, it's not. No, it ain't. No, it's not.
Oh, there's no clouds.
Shh. Quiet.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it on the camera. It's like a dome.
That's a UFO. Quiet.
What the? Like literally, dude. That's weird in the sky right there. Dude, are we watching a comet or shooting star falling?
No, that's not moving quick enough. There's no tail. That's a UFO.
There's no blue or red lights.
Look, something's coming off. coming right here. It's kind of like an aura. I've never seen anything like it.
I got my video on $2 in the video.
What is that?
Dude, this is nuts.
Look at the UFO around it. Look at the lights going off in two sides, though. Look, it's moving. Look at the lights are moving around it. It's hovering. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I see that.
Look, it's going up. It's taking off. No way. What the? It just went out to space. What? It just went out to space. What the? Out to space. Holy shit.
I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, yeah, that could be a plane or maybe a drone of some sort, but watching it actually lift off into the sky, as far as I could tell that was the sky, it's an awfully dark scene. That actually was pretty interesting. It still could have been a drone, but overall, for sure, an unidentified flying object. Let me know in the comments on what you guys thought that was.
Question. The world's ended.
Okay.
What store are you looting first?
Oh,
what store?
Target.
You have to choose one.
Target.
I love Target.
Lowe's.
Going
to a
Target for
grocery store.
Oh yeah, that's probably smart. Target has groceries. Target has everything.
We need to stock up on candles. The Yankee candles.
Seasonal coffee mugs.
I'd go Bass Pro.
Bass
Pro, you eat beef jerky and you got all the artillery you need.
Why have none of us said Walmart?
Oh, Walmart would be good.
Groceries.
In the 90s, Walmart would be good in the apocalypse because then you probably have some guns.
Ooh,
and
you
some,
could
like,
get
weapons.
You get lobster.
You know how everybody says like, "Oh, I won't go to Walmart." Looters at Walmart are going to be feral.
I will
I
pay so
embrace
much money before I go to Walmart.
I'm going there today. I'll eat popcorn chicken while I shop.
I honestly really do not know how to answer this question. I'm not sure where I would want to go first if I had to during the end of the world, you know? Because almost anywhere that I could think of, I'm sure almost 100 other people, if not more, thought of that as well. Let me know in the comments. It's the end of the world. What's the first store you're going to be looting? And I promise this is not a setup of any kind.
There's these 3 YouTubers that literally found 3 of their doppelgangers. Oh, I couldn't wait to show you this
video.
Yeah,
That's kind of sick. That's kind of sick.
So there's 3 YouTubers, and they usually they're like a Sam and Kobe, except like the Pakistan version. And they go into any abandoned place in Pakistan and they explore it, right? So the place that they explored, the legend has it, right, is there's a jinn there, right? And if you see a jinn, he'll torment you by transforming into whatever comes close to it, right? Oh, so listen, fam. In the video, they see that jinn peeking out of the corner. It's obvious, right? And they're like, "Oh, we gotta get out of here." And they take a breather. And fam, once they go back in the building, I'll show you, fam. It's a perfect reflection of them 3. Can't really understand it. But right here, there's a jinn that hops out, right? So boom, they see it. There's a shadow. There's everything. So now, they go back in, and he says, "There's 3 of them now." Nah. So look, when they go back in, hold on, let me.
And they're wearing the same fit.
Look, Chad, Sherry, and Assad, same fit.
We're just 4 days away from an alleged UFO battle. I'm not even kidding. So I shouldn't have to even tell you that there have been UFOs all over the sky for nights, for weeks, for maybe even a month. This is in Moscow, Russia. But what if I told you there's an algorithmic computer that was created years ago that's been telling the future ever since? One of the many in UK. Another one in UK yesterday. Yeah, that's real. And here's an artist render of what they say it looks like. Again, go look into it. And that's not even to mention all this ridiculous phenomenon we've been seeing every single night around the US and the whole entire world. But back to this webbot. This guy right here, I believe his name was Cliff Heinz, this guy who created the webbot, an algorithmic internet learning system that tells the future from things on the internet. It was used for crypto and was able to tell the movements of Bitcoin, but it also called the winner for 2016. But at the same time, it's also saying that on December 3rd, there will be a UFO battle going on. Now, we could write off as nothing, but you know what I've been showing you the last few days. We just had the Senate UFO hearing. And again, like I showed you earlier, we just had this by Lil Uzi Vert doing it for his album release. So we could write it off, but it kinda is possible. And again, for the 100th time, demons are biological created beings by the fallen angels to hold the spirits of demons. I'm gonna keep saying that because people are finally starting to catch on. So anyways, it would make sense.
Well, we're only a couple of days away from the supposed event now, so we're gonna see. I've been keeping an eye out on this. I will also have to say, there has been a lot of UFO videos on TikTok and the internet as of late. So maybe there's some kind of buildup happening. We'll see. So stay tuned for that.
This is breaking news coming out of Manchester, UK. A commercial pilot recorded what looked to be a UAP, a UFO, or as everybody likes to coin them now, drones, hovering above Manchester Airport. And this just gets crazier and crazier. He posts it to his Twitter and immediately it's deleted and attempted to be wiped from social media. But he captures this orb-like blue UFO hovering above the airport. It does come down and he is able to take pictures of what it looks like. It hovers above the tarmac. Per witness accounts, as the security vehicle's approaching the sphere, it jets off into the sky. And they're trying to keep a lid on it. UK officials are not even talking about or even attempting to have a press release about it. Take a look at this and tell me what you think.
I was really hoping to see it land and do everything that this person said it was going to do. I thought that this was the original video, but unfortunately it's just image stills and they don't even look real, to be honest, not to me. Let me know what you guys think of this.
They say that the 20-footers and the 30-footers aren't out there right now. This anaconda is so tremendous. I don't even know where her head is. But I'll show you right now how big this snake is. This snake was moving along a stream. I'm gonna try and lift it. This snake is so big. It's well over 15 feet, well over 18 feet. I don't know how big this snake is. What I do know is that she's shedding. There's just snake all around me right now. This is one of the most incredible animals I've ever seen. One of the most incredible moments of my life to see an animal like this in the Amazon rainforest. It's also proof these giants are out there.
I don't know what's worse, the giant snake or the nasty water that guy's getting all up in his mouth. And to be honest, it does not look like that snake is moving, so it might not even be alive. He might have found it, then filmed it. But nonetheless, that is still a monstrous snake.
Building a house without bricks and tiles sounds incredible. But the American company Benochels has developed a bubble-blowing house-building technology that makes it possible. Construction starts with laying the foundation, using an air pump to inflate the airbag into a bubble shape to form the basic structure of the house. Then a steel mesh is covered on the surface of the airbag to fix the shape, and finally concrete is poured. After the concrete solidifies, a bubble house is built. The whole process only takes 1 day, and the airbag can be reused. Compared with traditional construction methods, this technology can shorten the construction time by about 60%, and the cost is only about $5,000. The house design is highly safe. The dome structure evenly disperses pressure and is fireproof without hidden dangers. In addition, it is an extremely environmentally friendly building, and many scenic spots and resorts have adopted it. Do you want to try to build such a house?
Hey, I'm all about this. I think that this is an awesome idea. And I actually know I have a couple of friends that would be about it as well. Let me know in the comments, is this something that you would be interested in? I really do not see any major faults in it.
The following footage is from a man named Igor. He lives in a remote area of Siberia. He had stated that he had been hearing weird animal sounds coming from the woods around him. Not the typical sounds that he's used to or that he's heard before. These were different, and he had no idea of what kind of creature it was. He finally decided to go out to the back of his property to try to record whatever it was. And he captured something on film, and that something is watching him. Take a look at this and tell me what you think this could be.
I don't know what that could be, but by the size of that arm that wrapped around the tree, it could potentially be a bear. But nonetheless, it's not a hug that I would want to receive from a creature like that.
You slipped through the fabric of time and went back 250 million years ago, and you've discovered the truth. Well, I may have just figured out a different way that we can figure out where these dragons actually are. Now, many of you have heard by now that I came into contact with a new person on Telegram in an encrypted chat saying that he wants to buy a hangar in Madagascar and fly over Antarctica to see if these continents actually are here, and he's been getting information from the dark web as well as from astral projecting, and he's been writing it down in a book that he's writing. Now here's a new page that he gave me permission to share with you, but I had to cross out the name of the actual continent where the dragons are apparently from, or they traveled to when they escaped Middle Earth, because in the Middle Ages they were being attacked. Now what he found out from both this astral projecting as well as from the CIA document that he just purchased from the dark web before it destroyed his computer was that this continent, which I'm about to show you on the new map that he just drew, this is where no humans reside or any other being that is not a dragon or some type of beast. Now this new continent is filled with many precious ores, and it could make you a lot of money, and that's what he wants to do. Or he doesn't actually want to do this, he wants to go to a different continent, but I was trying to talk him into going to this one because you can make so much money here, but he said it's too dangerous and that we would most likely die if we tried to actually go over here. So here's his map that he's been drawing based on the dark web documents as well as astral projection. We already talked about that continent. Here's the one that I was saying the dragons were from, and which was a very dangerous continent filled with precious ores as well as dangerous fauna as well. And he said that we would be killed if we went over there. But this is his map. He said this is the last version that I'm able to show with you guys. But I'm going to try and convince him to let me show it to you guys as he's updating it more. But he's super paranoid about being caught for all this. So this is the continent that he actually wants to go to find some aurora fruit that only ripens every 10 years. And I don't know what he wants to do with it. Maybe he wants to eat it or he wants to sell it. But this is the place that he wants to go. And he won't let me show you any of the names of these actual continents because he's too paranoid about being caught. So I'll try to convince him to let me show you more information. But so far, this is all I can say.
Now, just so you guys know, I do not believe this. I do enjoy it though. I think it's a really fun concept, and there's a lot of people actually out here that does actually believe this guy. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do know that the map that he was showing was done using from a website called Incarnate. I've made maps there myself. It's a very interesting thing. I definitely do not believe it, like I said, but I do find it really interesting and fun for some reason. I'm definitely glad it's changed and it's not like it was. I'm really fortunate that my family really never participated in it. I can't believe that people went as crazy as they did back in the day. And as far as I know, they still get a little crazy from time to time, but it's way more controlled. Let me know, do you go Black Friday shopping? Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's episode. I hope that you guys had a really good Thanksgiving if you celebrate that holiday. And as always, if you enjoyed any of the clips that we watched today, links are in the description down below. And with that being said, have a good day.